Ever looked at a professional carpenter's toolkit and thought, there's no way I could ever do that? Well, today's the day your entire perspective changes. We're diving into a world of DIY woodworking hacks that are so clever, even veteran carpenters with 30 years under their belts would be absolutely shocked. You see, the pros have their expensive jigs and heavy machinery, but sometimes the most brilliant solutions come from a simple piece of wood, a screw, and a little bit of creative problem solving. We aren't just talking about basic measurements here, we are talking about game-changing inventions you can build in your own garage that will make your projects look like they came straight out of a high-end furniture boutique. The secret most masters won't tell you is that woodworking isn't just about the tools you buy, it's about the tools you create to solve specific problems. Think about that one time you tried to cut a perfect circle or line up a series of complex joints and ended up with a pile of wasted lumber. It's frustrating, right? You start questioning if you're even cut out for this. But what if I told you that a simple turnbuckle attached to a circular saw could replace a $1,000 table saw setup? Or that a modified compass could help you scribe lines with more precision than a digital laser? These aren't just tips, they are the eureka moments that turn a hobbyist into a legend. Stick with me, because as we move through these hacks, you're going to see how to take everyday household items and turn them into precision instruments. We're going to start with the foundations of marking and measuring. You've probably used a standard ruler a million times, but have you ever felt the struggle of trying to mark a center point on a curved surface? It feels impossible until you see this one specific trick involving two scrap pieces of plywood and a single bolt. Once you see it, you'll never go back to guessing or using complicated math again. Speaking of math, let's talk about the geometry of a perfect joint. Most people think they need a massive workbench and expensive clamps to get those seamless edges, but the truth is, you can create a self-clamping jig using nothing but gravity and a few cleverly angled blocks of wood. This is the kind of stuff that makes old-school carpenters lean in and take notes. It's about working smarter, not harder. You're going to learn how to use the natural tension of the wood to your advantage, creating bonds that are actually stronger than the wood itself. As we go deeper into these inventions, we're going to tackle one of the biggest headaches in the shop: repetitive cuts. Nothing kills your momentum like having to stop and measure every single piece of trim or every single leg for a table. I'm going to show you how to build a universal stop block system that fits on any saw you own. It's adjustable, it's rock solid, and it ensures that your first cut is exactly the same as your 50th. Imagine the time you'll save and the confidence you'll have knowing every piece is going to fit perfectly the first time you dry fit your project. But it's not just about the big cuts. The real magic happens in the details. We're going to look at how to create custom sanding blocks that perfectly match any profile you're working on. Instead of struggling to get into those tight corners or rounded edges, you'll have a tool that's custom molded for the job. This is how you get that professional finish that people can't help but run their hands over. It's that level of craftsmanship that sets your work apart from something bought at a big box store. Now, I know what some of you are thinking: I don't have a huge shop or a ton of fancy equipment. That is exactly why these hacks are so powerful. Most of what we're discussing today can be done with a basic drill, a saw, and the scrap wood you've probably been planning to throw away. We are reclaiming that junk and turning it into the most valuable assets in your workspace. You'll learn how to make a precision height gauge for your router using a simple carriage bolt and a nut. It's accurate to within a fraction of a millimeter and costs basically nothing to put together. We're also going to explore the world of invisible fasteners. If you've ever hated the look of silver screw heads ruining a beautiful oak grain, you're going to love this. There's a way to create your own dowel-making jig using a piece of scrap steel and a drill bit. You can make dowels out of the exact same wood species you're building with, ensuring a perfect color match every single time. It's these little secrets that build the bridge between a DIY project and a work of art. And let's talk about safety for a second, because that's where many veteran carpenters get a bit too comfortable. I've seen guys who've been doing this for decades take risks that make my heart skip a beat. We're going to look at a custom-made push stick design that doesn't just keep your fingers away from the blade, but actually gives you better control over the workpiece. It uses a unique hook design that applies pressure both down and forward, preventing kickback and ensuring a cleaner cut. It's a simple build that could literally save your career or your hobby. The beauty of woodworking is that there's always something new to learn. Even the masters are constantly looking for ways to improve their workflow. By implementing these DIY inventions, you aren't just making things easier, you're expanding your capabilities. You'll find yourself looking at problems in the shop not as obstacles, but as opportunities to invent something new. That's the true spirit of a maker. You're not just following a set of instructions, you're developing a specialized toolkit that is unique to the way you work. By the time you finish watching this, you're going to have a list of 5 or 6 tools you want to build immediately. And the best part? You'll probably have all the materials sitting in your scrap bin right now. You'll be able to walk out to your garage and start improving your craft within minutes. No more waiting for shipments, no more saving up hundreds of dollars for the latest gadget. Just pure, unadulterated innovation. I want you to think about the next project you have planned. Maybe it's a bookshelf, a coffee table, or even just some simple picture frames. Now imagine doing that project with half the stress and twice the precision. That is the power of these woodworking tips. They give you the freedom to focus on the design and the creativity rather than fighting with your tools or worrying about a measurement being slightly off. You deserve to enjoy the process as much as the finished product. Woodworking is a journey of constant refinement. Every mistake is a lesson, and every successful hack is a victory. Today, we are celebrating those victories. We are honoring the ingenuity of the people who sat in their shops, looked at a problem, and said, there has to be a better way. These inventions are the result of that mindset. They are a testament to the fact that you don't need a massive budget to produce world-class results. You just need a little bit of inspiration and the willingness to try something new. It's been an absolute blast sharing these secrets with you. Seeing a project come together perfectly because of a tool you built yourself is one of the best feelings in the world. I hope these tips give you that extra boost of confidence to tackle that big project you've been putting off. You've got the skills, you've got the hacks, and now you've got the inspiration. Go out there and build something incredible. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit that like button and share this with a fellow maker who needs to see this. Don't forget to follow for more deep dives into the world of DIY and woodworking. By the way, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from? Drop your location in the comments so I can personally thank you.